Hi guys, welcome to today's class Motivation. It is a part of Employability Skill Course, Unit 3, Positivity and Motivation. Previous classes we have gone through Positivity and Motivation Introduction. Known to everyone, motivation is an internal force which ignites an employee to work, achieve the organizational objective. Every employer or manager should see the employee requirements like his or her basic needs and also their choices. In this connection, today we are going to discuss about the motivation and theories of motivation. Welcome. So previous time I gave two theories of motivation. One is a content theory, the second one is a process theory. Known to everyone, the motivation is a internal force which influences an employee to reach the organization targets. In this connection, previous class, there are two theories of motivation. One is a content, another is a process. Content is based on need level of an employee. Process theory is based on behavioral aspect of an employee. A need which influences the employee to achieve the targets. A process theory say about behavior of an individual to choose his or her need to influence workforce. In content theory, we have different theories. One is a Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Hertzberg two-factor theory, McClelland acquired needs theory, like ERG theory. Now, welcome today's Maslow hierarchy of needs theory. Guys, this Maslow motivation theory is one of the important and also basic theory of management. Here, a pyramid shape we are going to see. In this pyramid shape, we are going to see or find different needs of employee or hierarchical needs. The first one is a physiological needs. The second one is a safety needs. And third one is a social needs. And fourth one is a esteem need. And the last one is a self-actualization. So like here, the individual who is an employee in an organization meeting their needs and after meeting the needs moving to next need, like a hierarchy showing is a pyramidal shape and reaching to the target level is called a self-esteem. How an individual or an employee moving towards self-actualization from physiological need. We will find in this diagram of Maslow motivation theory or Maslow hierarchy of need, we can find physiological. The basic requirement of an individual, whether is an employee or a citizen in society, need to have basic needs like food, drink, shelter, and all these things are we call it as essentials of the human being to lead the life in a society or in organization. Being a organization manager, being a boss, you should see these three requirements of an individual when an employee working in organization: food, drink, shelter. When these three are not meet to the satisfaction level, the employee will not be happy or will not survive in a society. So that is the reason the first one is a physiological needs, which are called the basic needs of the individual to lead life and to sustain in the society. So like here gave food, drink, shelter and sexual satisfaction and other bodily requirement. These are all come under physiological needs. Certainly, it doesn't mean that you need to lead the life in the society. An individual or an employee should have these basic needs. Once the basic need of physiological needs and he look after the second need, which is called a safety need. Guys, this is an important after physiological, which is called a safety need. Here the mention of safety, Name itself mean here, a safety is a protection from salary, a protection from society, a protection from a job, a protection from belongs. All this we call it as a safety needs, a need for safe and secure physical, emotional environment free from threat. Certainly, when an individual living in a society or in an organization expect this, especially a basic requirement we call safety need. Generally, as a parent also looking after the safety of child. Once the completion of education, they need to see their child or son and daughter to be settled in a job or to be settled in a particular profile or profession. This is like we calling a parent also expecting safe life or safety position to their children. Like an individual also feeling to have a safety in a society or in organization. Being an employer, being a manager, you need to see the safety precautions to an employee in the form of salary protection, in the form of job protection, in the form of life protection also. For instance, a manager who is operating the operations in manufacturing sector or where the employee is working with the mission, you need to see the safety of an employee, protect from accidents, protect from fight theft. All these things you need to show, authenticity towards employee welfare. This is called a safety need is after physiological need. Guys, Maslow hierarchy giving information to the individual or to the employee. This first one is a physiological, the second one is a safety. Once a need is satisfied or end, then second need will start. Like here, physiological and safety end, then an individual or employee looking towards a third need, which is called a social need. A social need is in a society, a need to be accepted for peace, friendship, being a part of group, certainly. So here also we feel it as we are social animal. Social animal in the sense here, an individual living in society, you consider as a society individual or social animal. That means here, a individual cannot live with isolation. An individual cannot survive by his own efforts. Sometimes need to have support from society, like maybe peers, friends, and family members. So you have to give such a support to the employee. Being a manager, you have to give such a assurance to an individual. We are here with you to help. We are here with you to support. We are here help you being a part of society. Like this type of environment you need to create in an organization, then only an employee works effectively and efficiently. So this is a basic need. People used to feel that, or employee feel that physiological and safety needs are the basic needs, but in real sense, social need also very important rather than social or physiological and safety need. Why? Because even you keep an animal in isolation for an hours, then slowly it gets some irritation. When you keep longer days in a room, then automatically a small animal also will become cruel. Like here also, an individual living in society should mingle with the people. When you are not mingle, when you are not associate with the other people, you cannot lead your life. Certainly is a psychological factor which is a part and parcel of Maslow hierarchy. Maybe it is a number 3 in order from physiological, safety, after the social need. But social need gives a lot of satisfaction in the minds of employee to reach the targets. So there are many theories on social needs, how an individual improve productivity when social needs satisfied. Even you give lakhs of rupee, even you provide a lot of money or lot of benefits and facilities, but if you are not giving chance to meet with other individuals, not giving chance to interact with others, you are going to be isolated. Slowly your productivity level will decrease. So then finally the employee would not perform up to the level of expectation of the company. That is the reason social need after physiological and safety need. A social need is also powerful need, which is a part of Maslow hierarchy. After physiological and safety and social need, the next need is a esteem need. I think esteem in the sense here somewhat personal satisfaction. So after meeting of food, shelter and cloth of physiological need, the safety point of job, safety point of life, safety point of salary, then social need also meeting, then individual thinking towards self esteem, that indicates here giving respect or expecting some recognition from the company. This is also a Maslow hierarchy theory, which is called a self-esteem need or esteem need. Here the desire for positive self-image to achieve attention, recognition and appreciation from others. Correct. This is a important need of an individual when working with the people. So when an individual satisfying one need to another need, certainly it reaches to this level. This is called self-esteem. Maybe it's a last but one, but it is very important when individual crossing all the other needs and reaching to the some position. Even a manager works a lot, or an employee works a lot in the organization. If there is no recognition, there is no appreciation from the boss or manager or the company owner, automatically slowly the company employee will demotivate. Even you have the capacity to reach the higher targets, but their appreciation lacking and recognition lacking, slowly employee is not fulfilling their dreams up to the mark. So here one of the higher needs of Maslow theory, self-esteem. As a manager, you need to see what recognitions, what rewards, what appreciations are required to an individual based on the job profile. Sometime a marketing manager targeting reaching the targets every quarter, like in a year 4 quarters. So like 4 quarters, every quarter you need to see the progress of marketing manager. After reaching the target, you have to announce some rewards, maybe cash rewards, like a promotion, like a giving some appreciation from the top level of management. Then automatically the manager, or you may call as a marketing manager, will certainly improve his appreciation capacity. Automatically he works a lot and reaching the higher targets. It's not only marketing manager, even a student or an employee or software engineer, mechanical engineer or civil engineer, whoever in the society at different profiles need to have this type of self-esteem. Guys, even when you are in classroom, when you got good distinction marks, certainly the college management, particularly principal and director, chairman, would appreciate the efforts of the student, will announce some rewards, like maybe cash prize, sometimes like scholarships and giving some donations. These are the things are helping to the student to achieve the higher targets. So this is a high needs of hierarchy under Maslow motivation theory, but self-esteem also very important. The last one, which is called in Maslow motivation theory or Maslow hierarchy theory, is a self-actualization. I think this is an ultimate in the sense here, an individual or employee working in an organization needs potential, that is called some innovative thoughts and some creativity, potential, self-fulfillment. All these are the expectations at a higher level of management. This is called achieving one's potential, self-fulfillment, becoming what one is capable of becoming. Certainly. So this is a top level management recognition to an employee when having a high quality of creation, high quality of innovation, high quality of thinking out of box. These qualities when you have, certainly a company should recognize your needs and wants. Sometimes some luxuries also sometimes you need to provide when you are at self-actualization. Here the money is not criteria, recognition is not the criteria. They need to keep up their position at top level is called self-actualization. Mostly you can find in software industry and manufacturing industry these type of individual feeling at self-actualization. Here the money and rewards and appreciations, promotions won't work. Only here working is called giving recognition, giving some value addition is called self-actualization. Guys, this Maslow hierarchy theory, which is a part and parcel of motivation, how an employee or an individual working in an organization motivates or influence towards organizational goal by fulfilling their needs. The next Maslow theory, the explanation have given. Here you can find two levels. There are lower end needs and higher end needs. What did you say? Lower end needs and higher end needs. Lower end needs are called physiological, safety and social. Lower end needs are physiological, safety and social. And second one is called higher end needs. Higher end needs are called last two needs are called self-esteem and self-actualization. What did you say? Self-esteem and self-actualization. These two categories are going to be explained under Maslow theory with the explanation. Now I am giving about lower end needs and higher end needs. Lower end needs are the priority needs which must be satisfied before higher order need are activated. Certainly, you have the dream of completing first year BTech program. Then completing first year, second year, third year. But when you are crossing second year BTech, entering into the third year, you are searching for some expectation from the college or particularly from your talent. That is called internship opportunity. When you cross third year, you are expecting job or you may call placement. This is called higher end. So like when lower ends are satisfying or closing, then beginning of or activating of higher end needs. Like in organization, in a company, employees also looking lower end need satisfaction. After that, higher end needs going to be activated. Now, needs are satisfied in sequence, certainly. Business organization, any type of organization need to see employee satisfaction level of need and sequence. So, no employee directly reaching to the self-actualization without crossing previous needs, like a physiological, safety, social, self-actualization or self-esteem. These are the hierarchy of needs. Once you complete, the next need is going to be activated. Like every employee need to see that in a sequential model to satisfy their needs. When a need is satisfied, it declines in importance and the next need becomes dominant, really. So, as a student, when you finish his first year, second year, you are thinking that passing is not a big criteria. Getting an internship opportunity or selecting in a hackathon or cracking a competitive exam. Sometimes you are feeling that your research and development project should get patented. Or sometimes you need to find your placement opportunity before completing bachelor degree or you may call BTech program. Like here also, once a need is satisfied, then automatically you are not giving priority for the old one. You are giving priority to the next and new one. Last one, to motivate an individual, one must know where that person is in the hierarchy and focus on satisfying at or above that level. Exactly. Here, an employer who may call it as a manager or a boss who is leading in the organization or ruling need to see the employee's need, how the employee is satisfying, where the employee is stating, where the employee expecting. These are all the things to see as a manager. You have to fulfill their needs and satisfy their requirements and take them to the next level. This is called explanation of Maslow theory, as previously quoted in triangle diagram. You can find all these things: physiological, safety, social, self-esteem, and finally self-actualization. The next one is a implication of Maslow theory in workplace. It means here a conclusion, a critique, or you may call how this Maslow theory works at a real workplace. Does it really worthwhile? Does it really helpful? Does it really motivated? All these things we are going to search or conclude under this session. This is called implication of Maslow theory in workplace. Not everyone is motivated in the same way. Exactly. For instance, you are in classroom. Being a student, boy and girl, whoever it may be, the gender is not the problem. Based on your requirement and satisfaction level, your need is different from your friend need. Your friend is different from your co-friend. Like every individual motivates at different levels. Somebody will motivate with rewards. Somebody may rewards may not attract. Somebody may not give priority for money. They give priority for recognition or appreciation. Some prizes. Like individual to individual, the requirements are going to change. The next one, motivation and need satisfaction are anticipatory in nature. Why? Because anticipatory in the sense here, when you motivate, when you provide an opportunity, then automatically the need will be satisfied, then you are moving to the next step. That means here, we cannot conclude, we cannot equalize, we cannot compromise at one level. Because once an individual or employee reach the target or need satisfaction, then he don't stop at 100%. He has to search for next level of satisfaction, next level of need searching. So like both are motivation and needs are anticipatory in nature. We cannot find at one place both are going to be equal or optimized. The last one, managers must seek to guide and direct employees' behavior to meet the organization needs and individual need simultaneously. It is true. Why? Because managers are always being a judges, being a guides, being a motivators. You need to see how the individual behaving towards satisfaction level. Once satisfaction is over or need completes, then new need is going to be replaced with the old need. Like you have to see both the needs and of individual and organizational objective. Only employee satisfaction is not enough. You need to see company objectives, company targets, how individual achieving the targets by satisfying their needs. Both should be compensate, both should be coordinate by the help of managers. Guys, today we have gone through Maslow motivation theory, or you may call Maslow hierarchy theory. Hierarchy in the sense here, need to need, one step to another step, you are discussed different needs of Maslow hierarchy, from the physiological, safety, social, self-esteem up to self-actualization. So guys, good luck. Next class we are going to see the next theory of Hertzberg under the theories of motivation. Thank you.